Friends, welcome to this new video. So in this video we are going to learn how to integrate our tables. So integrate our tables in the sense, first I'll delete this one. So now if we go to table mode, okay, data view mode. So if you observe our sales table, first we will observe our expenses table. So for expenses table, if you observe, see, for each and every month there is only one date, right? It means that expenses are in such a form that per month, right? Per month expenses are given. But if you observe our sales table, so I have calculated the total revenue. It is nothing but just the sum of all the revenues. Okay, so you can also calculate it, you can keep this as a measure, right? Now but if you observe our sales table, now what will happen, see, for sales table, see, we have like each and every date in whatever the sales is for each and every date, right? For each and every date we have certain sales, but we don't have sales means and for entire month for one day we don't have, right? Now let's say we want to find out how many sales per month per channel, right? We will put category as channel, right? Per channel, what are the sales per month? If you want to find out, we don't have such kind of table. Now we have to create one table which is similar to this. For each month there will be one date, which is the first date, right? And sales for that particular month. Now how to do that, right? So for that we have to create a new table. So what I'll do, I'll just go to sales table, I'll create a new table. Name of the table, I'll put it as channel revenue, because we are finding out the revenue for channels, per channel. Channel revenues will be equals to, I'll hit enter, I'll use summarize. For which table we are doing, we are doing for the sales. Now we need channel, right? We need month and year, right? Then again what we need, then we need category, revenue, again we can hit enter, and we need first date as well. Now what will be the first date? It will be minimum of, we can get it from date table. Once you have hit enter, at last we need sales value. Something happened. So this is nothing but total revenue. Okay, so we have forgotten to apply bracket here. We can remove one bracket from here and we can hit enter. Now this will run. Okay, so if you observe this particular table, now this is very similar to our expenses table, right? We have channel for each and every month, we have the first date, right? And category wise, and we have the total sales, right? So this is very similar to expenses. Now our calculation will be much easier. So now we can change this format to currency one. Okay, once we have changed this format to currency, we can change this format to date as well. And now everything is sorted. Now the next thing which we have to do is, so basically we have two tables here. First one is the channel revenue, which we have just created, this one, and the previous one was the company expenses. Right now, let's say we want to integrate these two particular tables. Integrate these two particular table means what we have to do, we have to combine these two particular table. Okay, so for that, what we will do, we will create one more table. Okay, go to just channel revenue. Okay, so I'll just create new table here. So the name of the table, we will put it as income statement data. Income statement data will be equals to, now for combining these two tables, what we will do, we will put union of the first one will be company expenses. Okay, this will be the first table, comma. Now what I'll do, I'll use summarize. Okay, summarize, what will be the table, this will be the channel revenue, comma, we need channel, comma, we need category, comma, we need first date, comma, at last we need sales value, right? And we can close the bracket. Now if you hit enter, one new table will be created automatically. Now see, this is the combination of company expenses as well as the channel revenue. So if you just drag it down, okay, so we have only 2500 rows here. So what we can do, see, we have revenue here as well. Okay, so it means that it is sorted now. So what we will do, we will just make this particular expenses value as, whenever you have created the table, you need to specify the proper data format. So make sure that you are changing this expenses values to currency format and whatever the date format you need in that particular date format. Now what change in our data model we have, let's see. So just go to this data model view. Once you have opened this particular view, now see, if you observe carefully, two new tables will be created here. So I'll just remove this, just minimize it. Now see, here we have two new tables, right? If I zoom a bit, so we have channel revenue and income statement. Now what we have done, we have removed these two tables, income statement and channel revenues. So these are now our supporting tables. Okay, because from these two particular tables we are creating this income statement data table, right? So we have now three important tables here, which is income statement, then balance sheet data, and at last cash flow data. So these are the three important tables. Okay, so this is the change in our data like model view, because previously we have these two tables which we are not able to connect with the other table, right? So what we have done, we have created one, we have integrated these two particular table, channel revenues and company expenses, to get income statement data. So basically now these two particular tables, company expenses and channel revenue, these are our supporting table, right, which we have already discussed. Now we don't want this tables to be in our model, means we need them as a supporting table, but there is no use of visibility, right? So what we will do, we will just disable this one. Okay, so they will be hidden from our model view. Okay, now one more connection which we can build here is, we can connect this particular date table with income statement. So we'll just put it as connect date with month, right? So what we can do, if we are filtering based on date, so these two tables are connected, right? So this data will automatically get filtered. So I hope you like this particular concept of integrating two tables together to get one different table, one new table. Okay, so we will learn new things now based on the income statement, how to generate the income statement in our upcoming videos. So thank you for watching this series.